Hello, it's Mark Morrison from Macleay Vocational College, and I firstly want to say thanks for all the support that Queenwood have given us over the last 3 years. It has made significant differences to our young mums, to our children, or the children of the young mums, and obviously to college as a community, having opportunities to share with other schools, to have visitors from Queenwood, to have the girls come up and share with our girls and share with our community, and have nights where they have community cooking nights, feeding our community, and I guess establishing trusting relationships from a school in Sydney to a school in the country, but a school in the country where a lot of young people don't have other support and don't see or don't feel valued by their community. So thank you. The project at the moment is that we would like to raise some money for a clinical psychologist. A clinical psychologist is a little bit different to a counsellor. A clinical psychologist is someone who is trained in assessing as well as counselling, and with that a lot of our young students have never had the opportunity to be assessed. The part of the reason they haven't had an opportunity to be assessed is that you come from structured families and well-balanced families, and unfortunately they don't. They don't even have the same domestic situation or the same housing on a weekly basis, let alone a yearly basis. So the people who are looking after them find it very difficult to organise visits to doctors and to organise visits to psychologists, to get testing and to receive information that would be highly beneficial to the young people themselves and to their teachers, and I guess to us as a community about what is the best way going forward. What are the traumas that the young people have faced? What are the autism conditions that they have? What are the learning, I guess, cognitive problems that they've had, or the learning problems that they've had? And so there are specific requirements in order to report on those. And unfortunately, we don't have enough funding in order to do that. When we have funding to put a clinical psychologist on for 12 months, then I am sure that we will get enough funding back from the government as a result of that, so that each year, each of the new young people who are coming on board, there might be 7 or 8 of them who will gain an opportunity to receive more funding at college, and as a result we can continue to pay for a clinical psychologist, not only with a goal to gain funding, because that's not why we're doing it in the first place. The first reason we're doing it is to help, as I said initially, to help these young people understand why they have some of their reactions, what are some of the ways that they can overcome their trauma. So I really need that person on deck to help them first off, and secondly to do the testing so that we can maintain that person being on deck. So if we get funding initially through Queenwood and through other places if we need to, and we have the opportunity to have a clinical psychologist on deck for a year, I'm sure that that will be forthcoming from the government under their current grants for students with disabilities, for trauma students, etc., forever.